It's raining, but the tent is still standing. I'm going to go in there later, probably on some... Oh, my flip-flops are still there. Huh. Oops. I think... Yeah, I might go in there in, like... Except I've just noticed one of the pegs has come loose for the outer sheet, which means the inner's probably going to be a bit wet. That's annoying. Anyway, I'm probably going to go and sit in there for a little bit after my gym session later and just listen to the rain, and I'll still be outside. Okay, darling. I'm feeling quite sprightly for the amount of alcohol I had last night, which is nice. Someone has got some post, which I think might be some late birthday things, but let's see. She's playing on a Duplo app. So she got a birthday card from Chris's aunt Lisa and his cousins, which was really nice, and her first birthday money, which is really quite cool, and then a little card from her teacher at school and some seeds. So we've got cress seeds for week 1, no, for week 2, and sunflower seeds in here for week 1. So that'll be for a school replacement. So yes, that's nice. Good post for the Melia. Oh, my hair is looking fabulous. I washed my hair because I had a gym session this morning and obviously went for a run yesterday as well, so yeah, my poor PT, bless him, he's just completely burned through his data because he can't get Wi-Fi into his garage, so I'm going to see if we can come up with a solution for him. Or when I say we, I mean the IT guru, and then I'll just pass the message on. I think my hair's still alright. Yeah, it's fine. It just looked like it was fading a bit. Anyway, I got Happy Mail too, so I will open that and I will show you in a minute. Okay, first one is from Rockamolly from the latest Yarn Mama night. So some of her hand-drawn badges, which some of them go on my project bags. And then I do need to make myself like a pin pennant to hang somewhere, because at the moment it's, well, the bag that I've been pinning them to is full. And then, move these, a print of one of her designs, which is, I think it's called Spring, yeah, it's called the Spring print. And there's 20 of these. So, and this was part of the Yarn Mama Facebook, like they have a market night every so often on Facebook, and it's lots of indie dyers and also other creatives who are linked, so that is beautiful. That's gonna have to go somewhere. God, all these things. Maybe, from what I was talking about yesterday, I'll put my sheep in the middle of that big wall on my craft room, and then I'll just build up a collection of like other smaller illustrations and put them around it as kind of like a little gallery wall. I think that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. Just build up a collection. Anyway, that's beautiful. It needs to be framed. So, when I can next get to IKEA. I miss IKEA. Right, other parcels. There's one more to open, but I also opened this gorgeousness, and it is not coming out as quite as blue. But this is one of Vicky Brown's Make 100. So she did a Kickstarter. Make 100 skeins is the hashtag. I didn't actually back the Kickstarter, but then she said that she had a few left over, so I was like, yeah, go on then. So, and I said, surprise me, don't mind, DK, fingering weight, don't care. And this is what she sent me. So yeah, it's a little bit less saturated than it is in real life, but very pretty. That's going straight in the freezer. Okay, last one, and then I'll come back. It's my beaver! So I took part in the Yarnistry quarantine beaver, I think is what she called it, and I won a golden beaver, so I won a skeiny yarn from her stash, which is from Lollipop Guild Yarns. I've never had any of their yarn before. Would these two go together? What do you think? Okay, so that's, yeah, 75-25 merino, so it's the same makeup. Maybe. Right, let's open this incredibly shiny packet. Okay, let's let the camera catch up. There we go. So, I bought 3 beavers, so you've got the 3 beavers, and one of them ended up being a golden beaver. Basically, it's like a tombola? Not tombola. Lucky dip. So you buy 3 tickets, and each ticket comes out with something. So normal beavers are green, and then they just were stitch markers. So I got 3 stitch markers per beaver, and then if you get a golden beaver, you get an extra thing, such as a skein of yarn. So I've got some doubles, which is fine. So we've got some pasta. We've got 2 hands. We've got 2 silver-ish. Yes, they are silver. Toilet rolls, and then a white roll, a soap, and a virus. So I'm going to take the duplicates out of this and put them into a future giveaway package, I think, because we always want some hilarious stitch markers, don't we? And I'll put them in the ridiculously holographic little thing. So yes, pretty happy with my Happy Mail right now, and those 2 skeins are going to go in the freezer for their 14-day quarantine themselves. Well, the plants are certainly liking the rain. Is that clematis? Yeah. And the other climber.
You need to do my job.
You want? Yes, Miss Unicorn?
You need to do my job.
Okay. We have not vlogged that much because there's not much going on. Now, let's sort this bloody focusing out. I cleaned my lens. What's so exciting behind me that you don't want to focus on me? Weird thing. Anyway, so well, I had my PT session this morning. I've done a bit more sorting out. Oh my god, the spot on my this thing is like a life of its own. Anyway, I've had a bit of a lazy day. I've done some sorting, just had dinner, we went for a walk, slightly different walk than normal, which was quite nice because we didn't want to go to the field because it's wet. So we went through the fields, which was nice. Went through the new estate, had a bit of a nose. I can hear a husband moving about. He has very creaky floorboards in his office, so every time he moves, I'm like, are you coming out? Are you just moving? Are you going downstairs for dessert? Anyway, so I just had dinner, which was yesterday's roast. And I'm finishing off the beer that I didn't finish last night, which is this. If anyone has had Desperados before, it is beer with tequila. It is the only beer I will drink. Because tequila makes everything better. I'm putting my feet up on my stone box. I'm losing my train of thought. Oh, yes. One thing that has happened today, which is a little bit disappointing, it's not that disappointing, is I tried on my Cotswold crop. I don't like it. I'll pop in a photo and you can, and there's rings around the problem areas so you can see why I don't like it. It's a very well written pattern. It's very well explained. It has a lot of photos. It's size inclusive. There are a lot of positives about this pattern. My one big issue is I like symmetry. Type A. We know this already. I like symmetry. And the increase, so the increases while you're working it flat in the round work very well. But the thing about crochet is it leans. So as you do more and more rows in the round, your starting point of your row goes off at an angle, right or left, depending on what hand you use to crochet, right? Hello. You okay? Cool. And that's part of the design feature of this top, right? Like, so I'll pop a photo here of Louisa looking damn amazing in hers. The issue is, and it's my own fault for not looking at the pattern pictures properly and not realising this, because I've been crocheting for a while, I should have realised this. Once you separate for the sleeves and you then make it three-dimensional, those increases basically aren't symmetrical either side. So again, I'll pop the photo in to show you. And that's fine if you can live with that. And I think to a certain extent blocking will help, and also the neckline at the moment is quite square, but there's a slip stitch around it to strengthen it but at the end, and that will help with the not making it quite so square at the end. But I just can't get over the lack of symmetry, and I don't think blocking will make it perfect. So I'm frogging it. I love the Nightshades yarn so much. I actually don't like crocheting with it on a small hook. It's on a 4mm hook for a DK, which is okay, but this is woolen spun yarn. Worsted spun yarn is kind of more commercial. Woolen spun, have I got that right? I think I've got that right. Tends to fluff up a lot more after blocking and washing, and it's a bit more fragile than woolen spun. No, worsted spun. Oh my god. I am not a spinner. I do not understand the ins and outs of all this stuff, but I do know that most commercially spun yarns are worsted. I'm going to do a bit more about this, but anyway, this yarn is woolen spun. So it's got a bit more of a rustic feel to it. I have no idea how it's going to deal with frogging, but we'll see. And it's beautiful. It's so lovely. There's a lot of veg matter in it that I've been picking out as I crochet with it. It is not the softest yarn, but it's not the hardest. I would put it on par with Blueface Leicester. Probably a little bit more rustic than Blueface Leicester. So it's not merino. It's not as soft as merino, but Cormo is. It's nice. It's a nice wool. And I don't want to waste it because it's quite expensive yarn as well. I don't want to waste it on something that I'm not going to wear. So, and I have no problem with frogging something. I have no problem with paying for a pattern that is good and that I'm happy with. That's fine. And this pattern is good. It's well written. It's been tested very well. It's got lots of different sizes. It is size inclusive. It is by a generally decent human being. Tick, 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 all around it. This is my thing. That I just need the symmetry. So yeah, I'm going to frog it. I have no idea what I'm going to use this yarn for. I'm probably... don't know. I'm gonna... I think the blue skein should be fine. I don't know if you can actually see the delineation in the colours. No, it just looks black to you. There is blue and then there is black. There is green at the top. The blue I think should be fine because it's only been in the garment for about maximum 4 days. But I think I might need to wash and relax the green yarn before I skein it up. I'll skein them back up again. I'll take them out of the balls. I've got 5 skeins of this yarn, all in different colours, so from green, blue, purple, red, orange is what I've got. Now I can't decide whether I'm going to put it into another garment. Ooh, probably knitted, because how much I love this yarn, I don't like crocheting it because it is not splitty, but it felt like it wasn't handling the crochet, the stitches very well. So I'm thinking the Cozy Classic Raglan by Jessie May Martinson, who is Jessie May Designs, or I split the skeins up. and I use them in different projects. So hats, like the new hat pattern from Hannah of the Cozy Cottage Crochet, that might be quite cool in this. Or a Tunisian Adventure shawl, which is by the lovely Sharon, who's My Crochet Makes. That's a 2DK skeins shawl. That might be quite cool actually, because the lace is beautiful on that. And having a dark, I don't have that many dark coloured shawls. Oh, that's an idea. But yeah, whether I keep them all together and do it as a striped jumper, for example, or if I do them as smaller projects, I want to make sure I make best use of this yarn and use it in things that I'm gonna wear and gonna use, because it's beautiful yarn. So yes, this evening I'm not going to frog it this evening. I just don't want to do it. So I'm going to work on my colourful keepsake shawl, because I still haven't finished clue 1 and now all the clues have been released. So I want to get going on that. And I have had I've spoiled it for myself, because I don't really care about mystery knit alongs. If I can see what it's going to look like, then that's great. So clue 2 looks amazing. So I'm really looking forward to getting onto clue 2. But I've got one more repeat of the texture lace to do, and then some garter stripes, and then I can get onto clue 2. So I'm going to do that tonight, I think, and watch some YouTube. Catch up on the last few days. I have just put up the last 2, so the 15th and the 17th, and I'm going to try and edit this one because there isn't very much of it before I go to bed and get it up. But first, knitting. Bread and the bread maker. Pizza dough ready for tomorrow. Good.